Okay. Now then. It's been a couple of days since you left, and currently you're still on the path to Redcliffe. As you are about to enter into the Redcliffe entrance, you do see that there is more security, more guards around than usual. And one of them will go, Kendra? And Kendra, you look back, and you do see that there is one of the guards, and as the helmet comes off, it's Ethan.
Ethan! I go over and hug my brother.
And he hugs you back. Good to see you again, Kendra. How have you been?
I've been doing well. You're a guard now?
Yeah. Got quite lucky, to be honest. And then, all of a sudden, Lena will go, as always, you are the best, Ethan. And then he looks, he goes, you found her?
I have this big smile on my face. Found her.
And he kind of shakes it and just goes, very well. Everyone, please follow me. There's a lot of things that I need to discuss. And he walks towards the main area of Redcliffe. And all of a sudden, after everyone is met, Lena goes up, and all of a sudden, Ethan gives out a big hug to Lena and goes, oh, thank the Maker. You're safe. Where have you been? And she goes, long story, but I'm back. And I'm safe. And Daniel will just go, surprise, Ethan? You've been waiting for this. And Ethan goes, yes, it is a big surprise. And then he looks at the others. Thank you for helping my sister and brother find Lena. You are all in my debt. I owe all of you a debt of gratitude.
No, you don't. Not between family.
And Ethan goes, I beg your pardon?
Glances at Daniel.
And he goes, yeah, long story, but I'll give you the details later. But long story short, Rovas and I are now a thing.
Gets over and pecks his cheek.
And he blushes a little bit when you do that. And Ethan will go, well, congratulations, you two.
Thank you.
And he looks at Rovas. Take care of him, alright?
I'm trying.
He may be a bit of a... What's a good word?
Adult?
Well, that, and a bit hot-headed. And Daniel goes, hey!
I don't think he remembers my fighting.
And he goes, true. That's a thing. And Daniel just gives off a little bit of a grin. And he goes, oh, and one more thing. Remember that guy, Roland, that you chatted with? Ethan goes, yeah? There's one more surprise, but we need to talk about it in private. Just between me, Kendra, Lena, Rovas, and Roland. Well, basically everyone, because they know about it. And,
Ethan, what's with all this security?
well, ever since the incident with the checkmates, we feel like that we need to heighten the security and be more aware about any incoming checkmates. Because the king thinks that these checkmates are going to be a bit of a problem. as well as with the Arl. The
Have you
Arl.
had any problems recently since the last time we were here?
None at the moment, but we're prepping.
Good. Sorry, I interrupted you. Continue.
No worries. Anyway, as I was saying, Arl Eamon has requested to heighten security, and he has told King Alistair about what's going on. He knows about the four of you and what you've done. So, and he says once you come back to Denerim with whatever you're doing, there will be a big celebration. For not only the four of you, but to all of those who have attended the fight in Denerim when the Blight was still happening. Anyway, so, what's the big secret that you're hiding? He says. And Daniel will look at Roland.
You think it would get less awkward every time we tell it, but it just gets more awkward.
I know. Weird.
I don't find it awkward. I just find it exhilarating.
Uh-huh. How fast did you run away from my ma again?
He turns around. Don't tell that story, please. Not in front of Ethan. Oh, my maker.
Aw.
And he goes, ooh, I gotta listen to this.
Ale,
Okay,
we'll talk.
then- Even. Remember back then, did you ever hear that Roland was a time traveler? I think that would have been mentioned.
He kind of thinks about it and goes, yeah, you did say that he was a time traveler. And he did tell me about his moments in the future. Why do you ask?
Look at him real closely.
Okay. And he kind of looks at him, tilts his head. Huh. You have Kendra's eyes.
Hmm?
And he goes, yeah? And... oh my maker, he says.
Yeah.
Where did you find this out? Or when, should I say? And then he goes, oh, back when we were in Lake Calenhad. And he goes, so... who's... I think I know who the father is. And Daniel raises his hand and goes, that's right, bro. And he goes, but who's the hold on. And he looks back. Blonde hair. Looks at Rufus. Blonde hair.
Yeah.
Oh no. And,
Oh, come on!
and he goes, I mean, don't get me wrong. You're cool, but
Of course I am.
but I didn't expect to have an Avar to be my soon-to-be sister-in-law.
Yeah.
And that makes me... And Lena goes, congratulations, you're an uncle.
Goes over and hugs him. Family!
Yeah, and he goes, please,
Jesus.
let go, you're squeezing me too tight.
Drops him.
Ugh.
Yeah, their lunges are so squishy. It's adorable.
And he goes, tell that to my ribs.
Oh, sorry, do you need healing magic? Opens up hand.
No need.
No reaction to the magic thing.
And he kind of looks up a little bit, and he goes, wait, did I hear you correctly?
I'm a mage. Yes, they know.
Surprise!
I know.
You missed a lot.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Don't worry. I had to pay rent, so... It's no big deal. But hey,
And now you're a warrior to your hold. Good man. Claps his shoulder.
and he'll just go, yeah, something like that, and he just scratches the back of his head. And then he looks at Gerard, and he'll say, oh, speaking of which, someone is here to see you.
Oh, really? Who?
Out of character, do you have a name for Gerard's sister?
Oh, I do. Marie.
Marie. Alright, that's her name. Marie. Marie Payne. Anyway, Ethan will say, her name was Marie? Marie Payne?
Oh, really? Where is she?
She's back at the old Payne's Practical Products here in Redcliffe. Apparently it's her home?
Well, one of them anyway. I'll have to go see her.
Please do. She's been kind of excited to try and see you. Oh, and your father just came as well. Just like a couple of weeks ago, and he's been talking to Marie.
One big happy family. I'll have to go and see them as soon as possible.
Very well then. Anyway, was there anything that you need to do here in Redcliffe? Ethan says. Or is it just checking up on me?
Checking up, meeting this
Checking
sister.
up.
Alright. Well, in that case, I'll leave you be. And he looks at Lena and goes, once I'm done with my shift, we'll talk later. Because it's been a long time since I last saw you.
Dinner.
And then he
We
leaves.
should all do dinner together.
And he stops and looks back and goes, I appreciate it. And then he'll walk off. Alright. Now, while that's happening, Kendra, you start not feeling well. Like, you have a little bit of, like, you feel a little lightheaded.
Yeah.
And Lena will go, is something wrong?
I don't know. Kind of have a headache.
Alright. Now, with that in mind, roll for willpower.
Okay. Courage or self-discipline?
Just a plain willpower.
8 with 2 stunts.
Alright. Kendra, you fall unconscious.
Am I in the room when this happens?
Yes.
Rushing over into healer mode. Golds, what's
All right.
happened?
I don't know, Lena said.
Drops
she
down
said that
beside
she...
Kendra. I'm going to do a basic healing roll. 10 probably tells me nothing.
Yeah, nothing in the mind, but you do know that something is a little off. Like, she's not sick, per se, but something
Magic,
else.
maybe. Can I use creation?
Go ahead and use creation if you want.
13 3 stun.
Somehow, some way, Kendra can be able to use magic like a regular mage, but there's something a little bit different. You just can't put your finger on it. And Lena will look at Rolfus and goes, is something wrong?
I'm getting, like, mage levels of magic? That's weird. She's never shown that before.
Alright. Now, while that's happening, Kendra, while you fall onto the floor, you are now in the Fade. You do know about the place. It's a little bit different than what Lyra went through, a little bit, but yours is kind of not unnerving, but something different, quite the opposite. And as you look around, you feel this warm sensation all over your body. And I mean a good sensation, not like you have like a fever or something. But when you look down, as you say that, you feel feel something glow, feel something warm on your hands. You look at him. You realize that your hands are giving off a bluish purple aura. And then, after all that, you hear 2 words. Spirit Warrior. And you come back into being. Congratulations, Kendra Arias. You have unlocked the Spirit Warrior specialization. Now, as you wake up, you see that Lena, Rovas, Daniel, and Ethan are all above you, and you see them, and they just go, "Oh, you all right?"
I am incredibly confused.
I am too. You have a magical aura. You never had that before.
I have what?
Magical aura. Actually, now that I think about it, and that I did go through Avar Mage training, I have had a spirit in my head. Would I recognize this?
You do realize that you do have a spirit.
Oh, gods! You have a spirit with you.
I have a what?
Bonded to you. This is what I think it is. What one is it? Has it spoken to you? Have you spoken to it?
I just heard 2 weird words.
And the words were?
Spirit Warrior.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do a roll here for Lena. And he goes, by the Maker. You... a Spirit Warrior... You have a Spirit of Justice!
A Spirit of Justice. Ooh.
You know, it's oddly fitting for you.
Maybe. Ooh.
And she goes, well, I remember doing my research in the Circle. Apparently, a Spirit of Justice is meant for those who have a desire to protect those who most. And I can agree with Rovas. It makes sense for you. That you have this sense of protection for those you care for. And
how did this happen?
That's a very good question. Did any of the Hold's gods follow you around while you were in Eagle's Reach? I mean, I didn't notice any, but I had a lot on my plate.
I didn't notice anything. When could this happen?
Lena will actually get up and look at Kendra, and she places her hands on your face and just hold still for a moment and let me give it a check.
Can I do anything to aid?
No need, because she got it.
Cool.
I just rolled triple 6s. So, she places her hand. I think I know. Apparently the spirit has been with you ever since you went into the Circle. But
You
to
mean
show
we-
Yes.
I didn't think you alone understood that.
Well, here's the thing. Even though that I am good with primal magic, that's where my specialty is, I myself have a spirit. Not of justice, but of... what's a good word? Determination? Yeah, a spirit of determination. And that determination, for me, is what keeps me going, my drive, my motivation. It came to me when I was trying to escape. Somehow, someway, in the middle of my escape, when I just got out of the Circle, I fell unconscious. That's probably what she felt. And if I heard correctly, she's...
Out of character, like, are we talking when we all went to the Circle?
Yes, when you all went to the Circle. You don't know how... You have no idea how this spirit came into your possession. But... it's... kind of... It feels odd, to be honest.
This is... Wow, I don't know how to react to this.
And Elena will give you a pat on the shoulder and she goes, but it's good. Because you have a connection to the Fate. it's not as strong as, say, like a mage, but you could be able to go in and out of the Fade if you want, and be able to, well, augment anything that you desire. If you put your mind into it, then you'll get the results that you want. At least that's what I heard from from those who want to become a spirit warrior.
I think I need a rest.
Yeah, good idea. Maybe we should get some dinner in ourselves before we start jumping to conclusions, Ethan says. Alright, so now let's move on to both Gerard and Lyra. What are they currently doing?
Lyra's currently just walking around, browsing like shops and stuff.
Okay, you're just browsing a little bit? Now here's the thing,
Yeah.
Cole is actually with you as you're shopping. And he goes, looking at some Shemlin stuff?
Yeah, we haven't been in the town for a while. Thought I would look around.
Well, it's nothing special. It seems kind of the same as back in the Mall.
Well, there might be some healing stuff or whatever. But yeah, I think I'm pretty well equipped as is.
Just window browsing?
Yeah, and there's nothing else to do.
Well, that could be seen. Well, I'll just stick around with you, in case if you need some protection.
Alright, is there anything on your mind?
Oh, nothing. Well, except for one. What happened to you after you left? Because I'm curious. I mean, aside from being a Templar and everything.
After we left, we made our way to Lothering.
I see. And when did you arrive at Lothering?
A few months after we left the clan. And we got attacked by some darkspawn on the way, and that's how Mom died.
I see. My condolences.
It happened a while ago.
Well, one of these days I want to see if she has a grave somewhere, so I can be able to talk to her, even though she's not there.
I'm sure if we make our way to Lothering again.
I'm sure. Anyway, so is there anything else that you want to look around? Because I'm like you, I'm getting a little bored.
And I think I'm gonna make my way back. I'm
Okay.
getting hungry.
Alright, Lyra, go ahead and make a perception seeing roll.
14.
14 with 4 stunt. Alright. Lyra, you do see when Kendra starts to faint.
Oh, she's gonna like run up to them.
Yeah, and Cole will actually be there and just go, "What's wrong?" And Daniel goes, I don't know. Kendra just fell unconsciously. She just fainted for some reason. And then you experience like some of the events and realize that, actually, Lyra, go ahead and make a magic roll for me.
15?
15. Okay. You do sense the same thing that I explained to Rovas, but the thing is that you can be able to determine that, one, she does have a spirit of justice within her, and two, she is now able to use, she's now a spirit warrior. And of course, and all the events that transpired to Lena, with Lena discovering that yes, she does have the spirit of justice, and of course, she is now the spirit warrior, and you get the rest.
Yeah, all that. Is there? Got it.
And Cole will go, interesting. Never thought that someone can be able to become one. It's very rare.
Well, there is magic in their family.
That is true. And he looks at Lena. And then it kind of blushes. You don't have to compliment me. Anyway, after all that, what is Gerard going to do?
Gerard is going to beeline straight to Payne's Practical Products.
All right. So here we go.
And is going to attempt to sneak into a back door and see if he can surprise his sister.
Okay then. So you arrive at the back door. You realize it is unlocked, and you open the back door. Gerard, can you please roll for stealth?
Yes, I can. 9. Oh, good.
Let's see if I can get triple ones here. Nope. The thing is that I only rolled for Malcolm. Let me try Marie here. 7. Okay. Marie does not realize that you have arrived, but Malcolm does, and he looks at you and he kind of notices that you're going to try and surprise her, and he'll nod, and he'll say, Marie dear, do you mind if you can help me get these potions up on the stands? And she goes, sure, all right. And she goes and do that and do that. And Malcolm just looks back at you, just come on. Just waving you over.
So Gerard will go up sort of behind and be like, can I have one of those healing potions there?
Okay. Roll for communication.
Another 9.
9 again. Oh dear. Alright, so she will go, oh, of course. A minute. And looks back and he goes, Gerard! And she gives you a hug.
I'll hug back. I'm also imagining that we have like some kind of secret handshake from when we were kids or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like the, like that.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's similar to that. And she goes, man, I missed you so much. How have you been?
Long story, but good.
Oh man, you have to tell me. Things are doing great back in Valrayo. It is amazing. I assume that you got my letter?
I did. Dad gave it to me a while back. So I'm glad that things are going well. But yeah, crazy stuff for us. Like we're running all over the place, dealing with, well, it's a long story, but like ancient Avar myths and stuff and checkmates and missions from the Queen.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, that sounds like a long story. Well, you better give me the details later. And Malcolm goes, indeed. What Gerard told me, it's crazy.
He was even there for a little while over at
Orzamal.
Yeah, I was going to say the Circle Tower, but then Orzammar as well.
Yes, Orzamal and the Circle, indeed, yes. And I got to meet some of his new friends. Oh, really? Marie says. What are they like?
They're a very interesting bunch. About as crazy as our overall adventures. There's some weird time magic and stuff like that, and I don't really understand. But hey.
Huh. Okay, that's gonna be confusing, yeah.
You should join us for dinner or something at some point. I'll introduce you. Or if you have a spare moment now.
Well, I got nothing else planned, so I would be delighted to.
Do you think that you could spare her for a little while, Dad?
Of course. As you can see, that it's not busy, so I could be able to handle myself.
Alright, very well. If you need anything, though, just send someone for us and
Of course.
we'll come back.
Of course, Gerard. And take care of yourself, boy.
Definitely will do. And I assume that Gerard and Marie will start heading back to the group, and Gerard will be like, okay, so we've got an Avar named Rovas, and start introducing everyone, or describing who she will meet.
Alright. She will nod along and just go, alright, being Rovas, alright. Lyra, okay, and Elf, okay, got it. And now, after all that, Gerard, as you get towards the group, you do realize that something's up. And this is directly like after what had happened with Kendra and everything.
So he'll sort of start running ahead when that happens and say something like, come on, I'm not sure what's going on. Something's going on.
Yeah. Yep. You do realize that, yes, that there's something is going on. You just don't know what.
And when he gets up to the group, he'll say, like, is everything okay?
Yeah, news. Pauses. Who's the girl?
This is Marie, my sister.
Ow, you're the sister! Pulls her into a hug.
Yeah, she goes, oh!
It's so good to meet you, finally. Sets her down carefully.
This is Rovas, as you might have been able to figure out.
I think he might have warned you I'm a hugger.
I don't think so, but it is a pleasure to meet you,
Oh,
Rovas.
you too. Your dad's alright. Malcolm.
Yeah, he's doing okay. He's back at the shop, just taking care of the store stuff.
Ah, good man. Right, news. Kendra. Pauses. Looks at sister, looks to Gerard. Leans into whisper, Gerard, how good is she with normal? Not normal. Well, normal for us, but weird for everyone else stuff.
Probably okay.
Leans away. Normal voice. Kendra's a spirit warrior, apparently. She has a spirit of justice in her head.
Tilts her head.
I thought you said she was good with weird stuff. Although, I guess she's handling it better than Yira did. Huh.
I feel like I am not fazed by anything anymore, but what?
When we were at the circle, apparently a spirit of justice really liked Kendra. It's been following her around for a while, and now they're one. I mean, I've heard about stuff like that growing up in legends, but I never thought I'd actually see one in my time. It's kind of awesome.
Kendra's
I've
not
heard
a
of that.
mage.
No, that's the warrior part.
Yeah, Daniel says, apparently, as Rovas said, a spirit of justice decided to take a liking to her. And
Can you blame
now,
it, though? They're meant for each other.
well, that's the thing. I know nothing about the spirit warrior, to be honest. And Marie will actually pipe up and say, I think I might know a thing or two.
Ooh. Looks over interested.
Well, here's the thing. During my time in the university, I went on a field trip, so to speak,
Right.
to the White Spire, which is the Orlesian Circle. And I got a chance to take a look at their library. And I found an entry of the Spirit Warrior.
Then we need to go wake Kendra up from a nap, and you must talk.
Well, yes. I should talk to her. Who is she? The redhead?
Yep, that'd be our Kendra. Can't miss her.
And she points at Lena. Is that her? No.
No.
I'm her twin sister, Lena. I see. Well, a pleasure to meet you. And he goes, you must be Kendra's family members, right? That we are. Ethan says, my name's Ethan. This is Daniel. And she goes, well, pleasure to meet you. And then she looks at Lyra. And she goes, and you must be Lyra?
Correct. Nice to meet you as well.
Yes, it's quite an honor. I didn't notice that you are also a Templar.
Well, I'm not a very good Templar.
Oh, you're the best. You hang out with the apostates, the cool apostates. Myself.
Yeah, the Order will never know about this.
Nope, no they won't.
That's kind of funny, Marie says. And then she looks at the others, and just to save time, they also introduce themselves. And she will say, now, this Kendra person, where is she? Is she in the house somewhere? And Ethan will say, yeah, she went to take a nap. He goes, I see. Alright, well, it is really, really nice to meet all of you. And she will say, well, I also been heard that you are going to be having dinner. So I feel like that Gerard has invited me to partake.
Oh, great!
I figured she would be welcome.
Actually, you just doing studies in Vario? You're not doing
Yes.
anything for the Pain's products there?
Well, here's the thing. I'm trying to get a degree into the business of things, which is, of course, helping with my father's shop.
Nods. Yes.
But we don't have the Pain's practical products in Vario, so I was hoping to get my degree there, and then, of course, try and expand our horizons.
Well, if you ever run into an Ava by the name of Jillian, yeah, you
Jillian.
should talk to her. She's... Oh, right. Gerard, you might want to tell her the news about your contacts.
Yeah, so, well, we picked up a couple contacts when we were at Rovas's hold at Eagle Reach, and they're interested in potentially trading with us. We haven't nailed down specifics yet, but it's good news.
Oh, that's great! Excellent! But I didn't expect us to be partnering up with the Avar, though. I mean, yes, I do know about the Eagle's Reach hold, thanks to both you and Father. And she looks at Rovas and goes, how's your father doing?
Good, last time I saw him, but it's been a while.
Well, I hope he's doing okay. And she
It's
gives
all
up.
in.
Yeah, and she gives off a nice warm smile. So, Rovas wants to talk to Gerard.
Yeah.
Proceed.
Would this be like right after, or?
It could be right after Marie introduces herself.
I feel like taking a bit of a walk. Marie, would you mind if I stole Gerard away for a few minutes?
Oh, sure, I won't mind. I'll hang out with the others. And see what
sorry,
they're like.
I get you just got him back.
Don't worry, understandable. I rarely get to see him.
We'll be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, promise, don't keep him long.
Alright.
Daniel,
Take care of
darling,
yourselves.
take care of this one.
And he goes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. And she kind of chuckles.
Yeah, he's adorable.
Yeah,
And
And
they
he's
start
happy.
walking off.
yeah.
So,
And she-
so what's up?
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
Um,
How's Malcolm?
He's well.
Yeah.
He seemed in good spirits and stuff like that, on top of things. I only sort of said hi briefly to him.
Oh, you should invite him to dinner. Or is he busy?
I can definitely invite him. I don't know whether or not he'll be busy.
Alright, starts heading that way, but starts talking about something else on the way there. Is it weird we're kind of like our parents, but different? I mean, like, growing up, I'm Anya's daughter. That's what I've always been at Eagle Reach. People looked at me and thought, oh, this one's going to grow up and be 6'6" and muscular and the warrior woman like your mother, and then I was all skinny and elven and cute. And then I got magic. So, yeah. but I still am a battlefield surgeon. I served during the Blight. I'm paying homage to both of my parents. And you're being your father's legacy if you take over Payne's Practical Products. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, at one level, it's a little bit weird. I mean, everyone has their own destiny, right? Like, you make your own decisions and decide whether or not you want to follow that path, but at the same time, like, who's the biggest force in your life when you're a kid? It's probably your parents. So, I mean, in some sense, it would be not too unexpected to follow in their footsteps to an extent. I certainly find that it suits me well.
It does.
Are you worried about, like, do you feel that you're too much in your parents' mold and you wish that you were more or less following in their footsteps, or?
I don't know. It's something I've been toying over since we left Eagle's Reach. Especially with this whole, oh, you're gonna be Thane thing, by the way. Which I'm still not even sure it's a position I want. For everything I think I might be able to do well, there's so many things I don't think I'm gonna be able to do well. Because I don't have anything I can look at and go, okay, that's how a Thane is. I mean, I grew up in a hold, but no one in my family's ever been Thane.
Well, you don't necessarily, I mean, you don't have to be 100% right. And I think everyone at some point feels like they're faking it to an extent.
And this is why you're my favorite out of everyone. You are our voice of reason. Bumps into his shoulder.
Well, thank you. That makes me feel good. And you are, I think, I can always depend on you on the battlefield.
Exactly.
And protection and stuff like that, so I definitely appreciate it. But I mean, like, I talked to the people who were responsible for trading at I don't remember their names right now, but
Kiloa, yeah.
Gerard would.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. And I feel like, well, okay, I can sort of discuss and start setting things up, but to an extent, I also feel like I don't exactly know what to say, but things often seem to work out anyway.
I tried to help throwing some ideas in there. Hope it wasn't overstepping.
Oh, definitely. It was very appreciated. But I mean, my point is that, like, if you take over the Thane position, I mean, you do the best that you can, and sometimes it'll feel like you're guessing, but that doesn't mean those guesses are wrong.
Yeah. I'm going to say they're probably at the door now. Alright, let's go get you down. Let's go to dinner. I'm hungry.
Alright.
Sounds good.
So you open the entrance, and currently Malcolm is with a customer. He's a dwarf looking. He's very short. He's a dwarf, obviously. He has black hair and he has brown eyes, and has a bit of dark skin. And Malcolm has currently given him a potion of many colors. And he goes, yes, well. And he goes, all right, well, tell your wife that I said hello. And he goes, thank you. And he leaves. And he will nod towards the two of you, and he'll leave.
Hey, Dad.
And he goes, welcome back, Gerard. Is this something a problem?
Not at all. Just wanted to know if you would be free for dinner, if the shop would be keeping you busy.
Well, not a lot of customers here in Redcliffe, but I think I could spare the time.
Great! Have you anything from Madar on your travels?
Oh, from Arlen. Yes, he did send me a letter about, like, last week. He said that he's doing okay. He's been busy. I'll just say that.
Well, of course, yes, he's him. Oh, before I forget, hands him one of the potions. Told you I'd brew you one.
Oh, that is wonderful, Rovos. Thank you. And he goes, how much do I need to give you?
No, I told you I'd brew you one when you gave me the concoction agents.
Of course, how do I forget?
It's been a while.
Yeah, this old man's brain is starting to lose its memory.
Somehow I doubt that.
And he puts away, and he goes, I appreciate it, dear, and thank you. Anyway, and he gets out from his cashier desk, and he goes, so, I assume that you've met Marie?
Oh, she's lovely. Sorry.
Yes, she is.
Gerald, this is your family member. Talk to him.
She's waiting for us back with the rest of the group. She'll be at dinner as well.
Indeed. Well then, I will take up the honor and privilege of joining you all for dinner. And with that, I'm going to say that the session has ended. Thank you, everyone, for those who are watching this. Thank you so much for watching. And until then, this is Mark3520, along with TheSylphWind, Sagefox, Evan, and Joseph, signing off. See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.